everything happens, bro. Everything happens. What do I mean by that? Everything of value begins to happen in your life. Everything that you've been hoping for, everything you've been praying for. When you lock in to 30 days of discipline and you finally do the things that you need to do without making excuses, without relying on motivation, but by building and cultivating a life of discipline, you have to understand what I'm saying, bro. Everything happens because everything changes. And whatever's happening right now, if you're not disciplined and you're not locked in and you want to be, and you know that that's what's missing in your life for you to get to where you want to go, then what's happening now ain't really nothing. Whatever you have going on in your life right now, it's not really the best that it could be. So when you really lock into 30 days of discipline, everything happens. Everything begins to happen. Everything you've been hoping for, everything you've been wishing for, everything you've been praying for begins to happen, because discipline opens up a new life for you, a life that is better than the one you have right now, a life that has no more excuses but only execution, a life that doesn't complain but a life that wants to see how great you can truly be. Not a life where you're sitting down all day, but a life where you're moving, getting up and moving and doing the things that you need to do to get you to where you need to go. A life of action, a life of purpose. When you live a life of purpose, you are living a true life. A life where you are not in your head all day, reliving the same stories, saying, oh, I could just do it tomorrow. Oh, I could just do it tomorrow. I could just do it tomorrow. I could just keep on procrastinating. No, discipline is home. Discipline is here now. Discipline is here now. And we have to be disciplined. Not enough people are disciplined, bro. Not enough people are locked in. So not enough people are truly living life. They're just surviving. But when you are disciplined, you begin to thrive and you begin to reach altitudes that you did not know were possible. You dreamed of these altitudes, you dreamed of these moments, but now you begin to live it because you are disciplined enough to carry it through, to carry it forward, to make it a reality, to make it happen. Everything changes when you become a disciplined individual. How you treat yourself, how you look at yourself, the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you think. Everything now has purpose. Everything now has reason. Everything now has meaning in your life. You're not going to do things that have no meaning. You're not going to do things that have no purpose. You're not going to do things that's not going to help you reach your goal. Everything changes when you decide. All it is, truly, in this video, all you have to do in order to start living a life of discipline is decide from this point forward that you will live a life of discipline, letting your mind know that, hey, you're just a tool. You're not in control of me. You are a tool that I'm going to use to further my life, but you're not in control of me. I'm not procrastinating no more. I'm not slowing down no more. I'm not going to sit on the couch all day no more. I'm going to actually do something with my life. That's up for you to do. And you can do it. 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 Your mind gonna tell you that you can't. Oh, you can't be consistent. You can't keep showing up at the gym. You can't keep. And it's like, it ain't about what the mind thinks. It's about what needs to happen. It's about what needs to happen, not what you think can happen, not what you think cannot happen, not what you think you can do, not what you think you cannot do. Don't think. Just do. Don't think. Don't overthink. Just make it happen. Just be the type of person that can show up each and every day of your life for a greater goal, for a greater reason, for a greater purpose. Man, a lot of people are missing out on this type of life, a life of action, a life of fulfillment, a life where instead of us living in our heads all day thinking about what we're going to do, we're actually in the real world creating it. And the quicker you create something, the quicker you can perfect it and make it better and better and better. But you have to start. And a lot of people have not started. So when you ask me, How can my life change when I'm disciplined? The truth is, your life will begin when you're disciplined, because now you actually know what you want and you have clarity and you're working towards that. So if you're not disciplined, maybe you don't have clarity for what you need to do right now. You have to figure out what you want to do. You have to figure out your hobbies. You have to figure out what you like to do. You have to figure some stuff out. Because if you don't, the unfortunate thing is you're not going to know what to be disciplined with. Now, here's one thing that I believe we can all be, completely disciplined with, and it's our health. Be healthy with the way that you eat. Be healthy with your fitness. And you have to be consistent with that. That's a start, and that's okay. That can be a hobby, going to the gym, working out, losing weight, being fit, building muscle, whatever your goals are. Let that be something that you are striving for. That could be your purpose right now. That can be your hobby right now. Because the truth is, every time you find a hobby, every time you find something that you love or like, you're finding a piece of yourself. You're finding a piece of yourself. So if you like the gym, maybe it's because deep down you really want to be a healthy person, a person that's fit. That's who you are. You are a person of strength. Every time you find something that you like, you're finding a piece of yourself. Don't forget that. So it's very important for us to have things that we like to do, so we can build routines, so we can be consistent in that and build discipline in that. Here's one thing that I believe every man needs to be doing in his life. He needs to take care of himself and have self-care. One of the routines that I do every single day is I take care of my skin. I have to take care of my skin. I was traveling for 5 weeks and the sun was beaming. And I remember when I was traveling, before I had a skincare routine, when I wasn't using anything, and I was only out for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and my skin was peeling. Like, my skin was sunburned. It wasn't good. My skin was not as healthy as it could have been. But this year I traveled, and my skin is glowing. Like, I feel like my skin got even better. And it's amazing what happens in your life when you build routines. So the skincare that I use is Tej Hanley. All right. And right now you can get the same skincare that I have used for about a year now and on vacation. And my skin is literally glowing. All right. 40% off your first box, 20% off for life. And you get a free gift. I'm going to repeat that one more time. You get 40% off your first box. You get 20% off for life. And you get a free gift. You have to take care of your skin. You have to take care of yourself. And not enough men are practicing self-care. Self-care is part of discipline as well. So these 30 days, how about you try Tej Hanley and try it for a month and let me know if it works? Because when I get feedback, a lot of y'all say that, hey, bro, it worked. It was great. Thanks for putting me on. And I want to see more men take care of their appearance, take care of themselves, because that will help you to build discipline, believe it or not. Working hard and being disciplined is not just about like draining your energy all day, just working. It's about building systems in your life that can take you from point A to point B. It can elevate your life. It can elevate your mind. It can elevate the goals and dreams that you have for yourself. Being disciplined is not, to me, when you in it, you realize, like, yes, you have to choose to be disciplined at first, but it's like I can't imagine a life without being disciplined. I can't imagine a life without guidelines. I can't imagine a life without rules, because within those rules, within those guidelines, there's so much freedom, because there's so much growth, because there's so much elevation. So my rule is like, past a certain time, I'm not going to eat this, or today I'm not going to eat that, or I'm not going to eat sweets like that. I'm not going to skip the gym. I have to go on a walk. So there's boundaries and there's rules that we follow, but it elevates your life. It elevates your life. You have to understand that. It elevates your life so much. Just like the skincare I just put y'all on to. First link below. Y'all check it out. Things that are systems will elevate you to a whole nother level. Going to the gym every single day is going to elevate you. Even though it sounds hard, even though it sounds tough, even though it's something that you may not want to do, it's like, bro, you get to do that. And you get to see yourself evolve. You get to see yourself grow. You get to see yourself have even more strength, be even better, be even greater. You get to see that. And you get to have that experience of life where it's like, man, I could have sat down all day, but I decided to do something different with my time. I decided to lock in. I decided to focus on what I could focus on. I decided to be the best version of me. You make these decisions each and every day. Each and every day, you have to choose discipline over and over and over again. But over time, it really does get easier. So day one's going to be the hardest, or one of the hardest days. Day two, you might be fine. Day three, you might be fine. Day four, ooh, yeah, it's going to hit you. Day five, you might get back on. Day six, you might slack. Day seven, you back. And what we're looking for, we're not looking for perfection, but, we should be looking for each other to show up each and every day. You got to show up each and every day. You have to show up for yourself each and every day. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be consistent. And consistency breeds discipline. Discipline breeds consistency. You need both. They're intertwined. A lot of people, they have so many big goals and dreams, and they wonder, bro, right? They wonder. They're like, man, why haven't I got these goals and dreams, right? Why am I not where I want to be? Why am I not where I want to be in life? And it's because you're not disciplined. It's that simple. Man, I want to reach levels up here. I want to keep elevating. Like, why can't I elevate? Why can't I get up here? It's because you're not disciplined. That's it. That's the answer. I wish it was more to the answer, but it's not. It's like, man, how do I become the best version of myself? You have to be disciplined. You have to focus on what it is that you want and actually focus on that, bro, and do it. I've been reading books lately. I think back, I'm like, man, what stopped me from like reading books more often? And it's like, because I wasn't disciplined enough in that department. I couldn't just sit down and read. That's a problem. If you can't sit down and read, how you gonna sit down and build your kingdom? How you gonna sit down and build a purpose-driven life for yourself? It's something to think about, bro. Like, everything that we want is on the other side of discipline. And the reason why we not going from one side to another is because discipline is so hard. But it's the hard things in life, it's the difficult things in life that really do carry us to the levels that we want to go. And you can't forget that. I don't care how hard life gets. There's only one way to get what you want. Discipline. There's no excuse for why we're not as disciplined as we can be. If you are not as disciplined as you can be, the question comes in, do you even want it? Do you want those goals? Do you want those dreams? Do you want a better life? Do you want to see progress? Do you want to reach your full potential? And if you really want it, then you have to move in the right direction. You can't move forward and then take 3 steps back. You got to be consistent. You got to keep showing up. You got to be disciplined. You owe it to yourself. I just feel like you owe it to yourself, man. Because if we don't do the work, who's going to do it for us? Nobody. And if you want to continue building discipline, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk about these type of things all the time because we need these reminders. You think about what really matters. It's like, what really matters is cultivating discipline. Why not try to be disciplined for 30 days, bro? See what can happen. See what's possible. Your whole life could change. Your whole life could change, bro. Never forget that. Never forget that. Peace. Check out T Shanley below. Love y'all, man.